In this video, we're going to talk about the options widgets. The widgets just means that these are things that you can use to trade options or to look at options data. Now on the TrueEdge platform, if you're in the options program, you probably already have these windows visible, but just in case you don't, let's go over how to get to them. So let me look over here. And what I'm going to do is pull up this window here, which is the main window. In the main window, you'll know it because it has the word True, the logo for TrueEdge Trader Pro on it. And it'll have a bunch of menus at the top, buttons that you can click. Now, if it's not showing full size, all you have to do is stretch it out to see all the options above. This one here is for the options order entry window. This one here is for the options chain. So let's take a look at the order entry window first. When I click on it, it's going to pull up this window. Now in this window, it's empty at the moment. All it shows is open, day, and the account. These are the defaults that I have, but I can actually change the defaults here by going to View, Settings, and I can choose to have it only go to a certain account and a certain destination. The destination is where the order is to be sent. The only option is NASDAQ, so I hit OK. And now from this point forwards, if I pull up a symbol, let's say I pull up Apple, it has the destination chosen already. If I choose Microsoft, it has a destination chosen already. So that part's done. Now, the software is going to base the options it pulls up on this on the underlying. It's going to look for the closest expiration at the money call option. So the nearest expiration at the money strike price, and it's going to be a call option. That's the default that it's going to bring up. So if I want to change anything, I have to click here to change the expiration. It's only going to show whatever expirations are available. So the latest one that's available is Jan 16, 26, which is 2026. Strike prices, it'll only show me the strikes that are available. So for this particular expiration, I have 170 for Microsoft as the lowest strike price available, and I have 490 as the highest available. And here I can choose calls or puts. So if I switch to puts, notice that the data changes because it's showing me the quotes and the other data for the put, the 337.50 put versus the 337.50 call. Down below, I have two data windows. The bottom section is for the underlying stock. Underlying just means the stock for which the options are connected. So Microsoft is the symbol, that's the underlying, and it's already chosen the strike prices, and I can see the quotes for the bid and the ask and the every available bid and every available ask for the particular October 22nd, 2023 337.50 call option for Microsoft. So this is showing the actual quotes for what's available on the order book, the level 2 for that particular option. Now, up here I have some data. So the underlying, it's showing me that the underlying was up $7.12. Okay, it's in green, there's an up arrow. There's the percentage change, which is a gain of 2.15%. Here is the low of the day, 336.56. High of the day, 346.20. This is the total amount of volume that traded for the stock. Down below is the current ask size. There are 100 shares that are available to be bought at the ask, and there are 300 shares available to be sold at the bid. Over here, I have the bid price, 337.25, the ask price, 337.98, and this is the last trade. If it's in green, it means it was a buy. If it's in red, it means it was a sell, and it shows you the price in the middle. Now, up above, I have for the option. Notice that I have the change in dollars just like I had for the stock. In this case, it's down 85 cents in red. It has a negative 18.68% price change. I see here in the middle, the lowest price for that option was $3.50 and the highest was $10. And I see here the total volume of options contracts, 9,223 that traded for this option today. Down below that, I have the current bid size for this option. Now it's after hours, so these options are not trading. So this is showing the last bid size before the market closed. Here is the last bid price, $5 before the market closed. Here's the last traded price, $3.70. Here is the last ask price, which is $5.55 a share. And here's the ask size right now. Now keep in mind that you might be wondering, why is it $3.70 if the bid ask is that? Because just because there's a bid and the ask doesn't mean a trade took place. The last trade that actually took place was at $3.70, but the last bid and ask were actually higher in price. Now, If I want to do a trade, there's a video on the YouTube channel that explains how to place trades. But the simple things that I have to know is that I have to select the price. I can make it the last traded price. I can make it the current bid, the current ask, or the market price. Don't worry about peg. That's not something you're going to use. So if I say market, that means that if I buy, I'm going to be buying at the current ask, which at that time, the close of the market today was $5.55 per share. The quantity I can set for whatever I want, up to 10 contracts maximum for a position. And then all I would have to do after I do that is hit buy, and I will be able to buy into a position. Once I have a position, if I want to close it, I go here to close, and then I select the same option to close. Okay? That's pretty simple. As long as I don't close this window here, it's already defaulted to all my settings. All I have to do is change the symbol. So let's say I want to look at Apple again. Now I switch to Apple, and I can see quotes for Apple. I can choose which expiration, what strike price, call or put, just like I could before. The destination, account number, and other settings are already there. All I have to do is select the price and the size of the trade. Now, if I want to look at the options chain, I just click right here, and it brings that up. It's very helpful to link these two together. So I'm going to link these by red by clicking the empty box there, making it red, and now these two are going to show me the same thing. So if I type in here AMZN, Amazon, it's going to bring up Amazon on both, right? So now I see the full detailed view of the options contracts. I can choose to view as many strike prices as I want by changing the settings on the view. So I can choose, how many things I want to see. Initial months. If I hit all, it's going to show me all expirations and all strike prices, etc. So that's up to me. Now, more importantly, this information here is just for information purposes. If you want to use it the best way possible, you choose which option you want looking at the options chain. So let's say I want the 124 calls for Amazon that expire October 27th. So I just go here, right? And I'm going to choose 124 calls. Now I've got them. And then I can use this to make trades. If I were to double click here instead on this contract to open an order entry window, the order entry window it's going to open pops up over here. So it's already populated with the right option, contract, etc. But notice that the destination has to be chosen. And the reason why is because since it's a new window, it doesn't have the same defaults. So whatever window you open, notice that it's not linked to red because that one's linked to red, but not this one. So these are two separate windows. They're both order entry windows. This one is set for certain defaults. This one is not. Now, if I want to use this like tandemly, for perhaps I want to use these together, I could say, okay, let me set the defaults, right? So I go here first, settings, default, the account, default NASDAQ, hit OK. Now that's default. So if I want to look at two stocks at once, I have Apple on one and Amazon on the other, I can. If I have open positions and I want to close them, let's say I had an open position in the 124 call and I had an open position in the 170, then I would just have these already queued up. I would already tell it what price I want to exit at. So maybe I want to exit this one, looking at the current bid ask, maybe I want to exit at $3.90. And maybe for this one, I want to sell if it gets down to, let's say, $2. So there we go. And I have one contract, let's say, of each. So now I've already got my windows queued up. They're ready to go. So in the event I need to close a trade, I hit sell because we're only buying options. I hit sell. I already have the price queued up. And I can also hit sell here if I'm looking to take a profit. I already have it queued up. Of course, I can also enter limit orders ahead of time to exit me out of a profit or a loss. Now, for stop losses, we don't have the ability to use stops and options. So I just have to let you guys know that up front, that we don't have that capability. So if you're exiting at a loss, the best way to do it is to monitor the position. You can even set alerts. There's actual ways to set the price alerts, let's say for the stock, et cetera, to let you know if the price is going too low. But other than that, the easiest way to keep track of this is just to watch it. And anytime a stock gets below, the stock goes too far in the wrong direction, just to let you know that, and then you can go ahead and exit your trade. Okay, so this is not as easy to use as some platforms. It's set up for professional traders where we're more concerned about certain details of the trade, like what does the order book look like, and what destination am I going to use, and what's the current quotes looking like, etc. So this is set up more for a professional way of trading, but with the right practice and the right application, you should be easily able to figure out the most effective way to make trades. Also, this platform has the capability of using hotkeys, so you can actually program them to be more efficient. There's a video that explains hotkeys on the YouTube channel. All right. Hopefully that helps, folks. Take care.